I find something that may be interesting to you guys. It's a video with Dr. Todd, and what he does is analyze face readings. So we're gonna do this for Jeffrey Epstein, uh, Jay Z, and Kanye West. But I'm gonna do one each in each segment, okay? And you guys leave in the comments what you think about this. Okay, here we go. Please subscribe on your way in. Thank you. Ready?
We're going to take a look at an infamous face. I prefer famous people or sports figures, but sometimes we got to look to
Okay,
the
let's
dark
check
side.
it out
And
and
we're
see
doing
what's
Jeffrey
going on with
Epstein.
this person.
Obviously, he's been in the news. He's still in the news, but there's so many things on his face that are diagnostic. And so I'm going to just kind of walk you.
I'm going to pause it right there for a second. He said there's so many things on his face that are diagnostic. He looks like a man full of secrets, just wicked things, respectfully.
Through what we see here.
I can for surely tell you it's not AKALIN. Shall we continue?
And from a health standpoint, and what it means from a psychological standpoint, and from a personality standpoint, unbelievably deep lines across the forehead. This deals with.
Check this out, guys. I don't know. His face looked very intense and stressed.
With bowel, but when you take that and you see the lines on the cheek and the sunken cheek, in traditional Chinese medicine, this represents the lung enlargement.
And this is for educational purposes only, seeing that it's all in the timeline and the algorithm.
Intestine, and it's what's known as the metal element. Now, each of these elements, there are physiological things that go on, and then there are emotional traits that go with this. Now, this picture is when he is being jailed, and the emotion of a deficient lung, the cheeks are sunken in lines, deep creases across here, is despair. There's a hopelessness component. He got busted. Very sunken in temples. Temples represent spleen function, but they also represent your body's ability to be happy. But no one can look at this face and not grab this unbelievably deep crease here.
Yeah, let me just stare at this for 1 second, guys. See right here where he says the crease is deep right here? I've never seen that before. So let's see what it's about.
Deals with liver. This is a person that pushed his liver to
liver issues.
He put things in his body that were very, very unhealthy.
Wow.
I know nothing about his personality other than the horrible things we have read about him. He has very, very deep lines coming here. They're called nasolabial lines, and they're way too long. This indicates stress, profound stress in his body. Under insurmountable stress, the lines are almost coming together at the end. He's got this hook-shaped line right here in his chin. This indicates prostate. When these lines come together, it indicates the potential for a short life. I hate speaking these things because we don't know what his life would have been. However, the interesting thing are the bags under his eyes. Very kidney deficient. Now, when we talk about... Okay, guys, what I'm doing is I found this right here on Epstein. It's very interesting. I want you guys to pay attention. But when your eyes look like this, he says it's kidney problems. When you have this line right here, that means liver problems. And when you're like that, when you have lines like this, it means your body has deficiencies. Wow. Talk about kidney in traditional Chinese medicine. It's kidney, bladder, sex organs, and hormones. When you're deficient, one of the ways you can energize this deficiency is sex. How can we not factor that into the equation here? Just a very sad and interesting face. Unhappy, overstressed, use sex in an effort to get any kind of energy built up. System, anger issues, probably abuse of drugs and alcohol, or at least a family history of that happening on. Wow. This is deep.
He's reading Epstein, guys.
You see a picture of him.
He's diagnosing him.
Those markers were there, but they're there now. An interesting thing about facial diagnosis, and I have over 80 books on facial diagnosis. Daughter and I, the book we wrote, she wrote the book about my experiences with patients. We have one thing unique to our book, and that has to do with the right and left sides of the face.
WTF on this
The
is
right
why
side
the
of the face
face.
is what you show to the world. It's your public persona, and it's what you want the world to see. Matter of fact, we can't even see the left side of the face. There's so much energetic power coming off this. Even on a picture, we can't see the other side. The left side is your truer inner private self, and it's your father's influence. And mother on the right, father on the left. How do you remember that? Mom's always right. So what you have to do is you have to cover one side of the face. I see it because I've done it so long, I don't have to do this. But if you cover one side of the face and you look at what he's shown the world, he's sad right here. I mean, sad.
He's sad. He
Obviously,
should be
this is a one
sad.
shot kind of thing, so I don't
If in
think I'm
fact he
enjoying
did all
his
these
life
bad
at that moment.
things.
Now, when we cover the other side, this is disturbing. This guy's angry. He's heartless.
Uh-oh. This
It's
guy's
just,
angry right here, guys.
he's looking right
Let's
through
get a
you.
good look.
He has little care for human life. It's a disturbing eye to look at. It's uncanny how
Wow.
dramatic this is. And it's just so diagnostic and so helpful for me as a physician. But also, it's important sometimes to point things out for a patient. And then lastly, his pupils are at a different level. This indicates a traumatic brain injury or concussion. There's inflammation in the brain that causes one of the eyes to become lower. So my feeling is he had a traumatic brain injury. If I wrote another book, I would title it The Emotional Concussion. I think you can concuss a brain emotionally just as if you slammed your head on a concrete. So interesting face. I could go so much more here, but I think that's enough on this very infamous person. Thank you.
Guys, he really went in deep with him. Um, whenever you diagnose someone, well, let's just put it this way, guys. With me and my face, when you can tell my face shows when I'm angry, upset, happy, or however. But he just did a reading on Epstein that showed a lot of medical dysfunctions, a lot of emotional dysfunctions. So I guess we both learned something here on this short stream. I just wanted to share this with you guys. It just so happened to come up on my timeline, and it was very interesting. If you can, leave in a comment what part of your body shows what. The only time you can really read all in is by my face, and I try so hard to hide it, but I can't. Like if I'm angry or upset, and someone comes to my door, then I may not want to open the door. Or if I do, I'm gonna like pretend okay, I'm not upset, but you can't do that because certain things just shows on one's face or one's body. So please leave in a comment what shows on your body whenever you're upset. Sorry, pardon me. Upset, sad, happy, joyous, however. Okay, so I'm going to end this live, guys, and I'm going to start a new one. And the next one is going to be on Jay Z. So tune in. All in AKALIN Lifestyle. Please do subscribe. Thank you.